Welcome to your class. I had some issue with the audio, so I'm going to speak over the video in order to let you understand what to do. The class that you're going to do today is a mat dynamic class. So that means that are not the original exercises. If you're interested in the original exercises, you need to practice the first and the second video that I released that are based on a classical mat sequence. What we're going to do today is just variation on the exercise that we already explained the first time. So we're gonna start with 100 preparation. I'm gonna lie down on the mat, and as you exhale, you're gonna bring your legs in tabletop position. I'm gonna lift the arms up in line with your shoulders, engaging your core muscle. As you exhale, you're gonna lift your chin toward your chest and pull the arms forward toward your hips, and gently release down. Exhale, chin toward your chest, crunch, gentle come back. So every time that the arms reach forward, try to suck your belly in and up as much as you can. Remember a fist in between chin and chest every time that you crunch. Exhale to pull forward. Inhale to release. Make sure that every time that you exhale, you close your rib cage. You scoop your core in and up, and you lower your sternum. We're gonna add now a little bit of coordination. You're gonna lift your left arm up in line with your side, in line with your eyes. And then we're gonna do the same with the right arm. And again, exhale to lift the left, exhale to lift the right, exhale to lift the left, inhale to lower, and alternate one arm at the time. So the important thing is that the arms are always inside the peripheral visual. And gentle release down. What we're gonna work out now is a single leg stretch. So if you want something a little bit easier, extend your leg forward 45-degree angle. That's considered a easier position, okay? So you can still feel your core, but it's safe for your back. If your level is more advanced, you can try to lower your leg forward and lower your leg a little bit more. Exhale to extend your leg forward, inhale to release. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna combine the two exercises, so the arms movement and the legs movement. But we're gonna alternate one leg with the opposite arm, and then we come back. So just to let you understand a little bit better, it works opposite arm, opposite legs. So we're not just working your single leg stretch and your core muscle, but we're working also your coordination. In and out. Inhale in one side. Exhale to change. In and out, and really give me the feeling of opposition. As one leg reach your chest, the opposite leg reach forward, and gentle release down. Now that we are warmed up, we start the second part of the sequence. The exercise that we are gonna do is 100 plus tease. So we're gonna start pumping your arms, swapping 5 inhalation with 5 exhalation. Chin toward your chest, You're going to start pumping your arms in for 5 and out for 5. In for 5 and out for 5. We're going to hold the position, roll up our spine in our teaser shape, and keep going, pumping your arms for 20 seconds. Okay? Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. And gently you roll back and you continue your 100, alternating 5 inhalation with 5 exhale for 20 counts. So our goal is to reach 100 pulses. So 20 pulses in 100, 20 pulses in a teaser. And then we keep going like that. So the important thing, and you need to keep in mind, that the 100 is an exercise to warm up the entire body. It's really good for the blood circulation and to strengthen your lungs. And gentle release. Everything now is warmed up, and we start the second part of the sequence. I'm going to put my feet wide as my hips, feet, knees, hips in line. We're going to start some chest lift variation. As you exhale, you crunch. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale when you crunch. Inhale to lower. Exhale up into lower. We're going to go in a progression on the same exercise. Exhale to crunch and keep your left leg in tabletop. Inhale to lower. 3 more, please. So it's the same exercise, a little bit harder. Try to keep your left knee in line with your left hip. Every time that you crunch, make sure about your alignment. We're going to extend the left leg forward. And as we crunch, we're going to bend the knee toward your chest. Inhale to extend and release your position. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. So make sure that you maintain the neutral spine every time that you extend your leg forward. We're going to kick the leg up toward the sky every time that we crunch. Exhale, crunch, and lift the left leg up toward the sky. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Into lower. Exhale to lift. Into lower. And really try to imagine that you are lowering your leg forward using the back of your legs. We're going to repeat all the sequence on the right hand side. Okay? So we're going to crunch for a total of 4. Exhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Progression of the exercise. Right leg in tabletop. Exhale, crunch. Into release. Exhale for 2. Into release. Try to reach the edge of the shoulder blades every time that you crunch. 1 more. You're going to extend the right leg forward, and as you exhale, you crunch and bend your right knee. Inhale to extend. Remember, if your hip flexor is really tight, maybe it's better to keep the right knee in line with your right hip. Otherwise, try to send the leg more toward your chest. So both options are possible. Last one. You're going to kick the right leg up toward the sky with a single leg kick every time that you crunch. So we try to keep 4 reps for each exercise. And gently you release. We're We're gonna work now some external internal rotation. We start with your shoulders movement. Plus we will add some coordination with your legs. So I'm gonna bring my arms as a T shape. And as I exhale, I bring my arms back. Inhale to come back forward. Exhale to go back. Inhale forward. So you will notice that for someone the movement forward will be easier, for other people will be harder. So we're going to do the same exercise in a crunch. So as you exhale, you pull the arms forward. Inhale to come back in a T shape. Exhale to pull forward. Inhale in a T shape. Exhale to go back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So we're going to bring now the legs in tabletop with the arms bent as a T shape for some toe tap with both legs. Making sure that you're using your lower core. And making sure that you're not overarching your spine as you do the toe tap. Remember the option of a single toe tap if this is too challenging. I'm going to drop my neck down. For a new variation, we're going to bring the legs in tabletop and crunch until the edge of the shoulder blades. Single toe tap. Exhale to lower one leg. Inhale to lift. As much as you can, imagine that your legs are really light. Okay? That the movement is starting from your core and not from your thighs. That's what happens usually in the class. People start feeling pain on their legs. So really focus on your core muscle and imagine that the movement starts from there. We're going to add soon a little bit of coordination. So we're going to add the arms to your toe tap. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So I'm gonna alternate one arm forward and the other arm backward, plus single toe tap. As you exhale, you're gonna lower the left leg forward as you bring the right arm back. And the opposite arm will be forward. So this simple exercise is gonna work your coordination. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. This exercise for some people can be really easy, but for other people can find it really challenge the coordination part. Exhale, inhale, exhale to lower, in to come back, in and out, and gentle release. We're ready now for a second exercise. We're gonna practice the leg circle variation. So you keep going, lining down, feet, knees and hips in line, and I'm gonna extend the left leg up toward the sky. As you exhale, you're gonna lower the left leg forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale forward. Inhale to lift. If I have to suggest, I would probably say that it's better to lower the left leg using the flex. So that's give more the feeling of reaching forward, but it's up to you. I'm going to draw now a circle, one time toward the left shoulder, one time toward the right shoulder. I'm going to practice the same exercise with the right leg in tabletop. Exhale, I'm going to lower the left leg forward, flexing my foot. Inhale to lift the leg up. And again, exhale to flex the left foot. Go lower. Inhale to lift. Circle with your leg toward the right shoulder, toward the left, and up. Circle, reverse. And come back. Same exercise, right leg up toward the sky. Exhale to lower the left leg forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale forward. Inhale to lift. And circle with the left leg forward. And circle, reverse. And gentle release down. So we're going to practice the same exercise on the opposite side. So remember that the aim of the one leg circle is the mobility of the femur inside the socket. Left foot on the ground. Exhale, you're going to lower the right leg forward. Inhale to lift your leg up. Exhale, flex and reach. Check that you're neutral spine. Inhale to lift. Circle toward the left shoulder. And up and toward the opposite direction. Inhale to circle. Exhale, up. I'm gonna bring the left leg in tabletop. Exhale to lower the right leg forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Circle toward the left. Circle toward the right. Lift the left leg up toward the sky. Same exercise. 2 up and down. And then will be 1 circle and 1 circle reverse. Gentle release. So let's enter a little bit more detailed on the exercise. So to be really correct, the leg circle variation should be with the leg in external rotation. The rotation will come from your bone, from your femur, not from your foot. That's super important. Arms by your side during the exercise. Ideally, palm facing down is going to make the exercise easier. Palm facing up is going to create more instability. Left leg up toward the sky. Left foot turn. Left foot turn out. Exhale to lower into lift. Exhale to lower into lift. For 3. Exhale for 4. And again, circle. Reverse. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. And all the sequence with the leg in tabletop. Exhale, lower for 3. Up. Exhale, lower for 4. Up. And then circle. 4th circle. And then 1st circle, reverse. Remember the breathing. Inhale to start the circle. Exhale when you close the circle with the accent up. So please keep in mind to engage your obliques as much as you can during the circle. As you can see, more than a circle is looking like a D shape. Okay? So really imagine your legs as 2 trains in 2 opposite rails that they never meet. Opposite leg, right leg up toward the sky, right leg turned out, exhale flex to lower into lift. For 2, up, 3, up, and 4. And circle. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale, exhale up. And reverse. So every time that you try to open your right leg on the side, you want to make sure that your left hip is perfectly stable down. Same sequence with the left leg in tabletop. 4 up and down, 4 circles, reverse. Hold it. Last one. Exhale to lower for 4. And then reverse circle, and then 4 circles reverse. So really focus in the breathing, inhale and exhale with the accent up. And in the rotation of the legs, soften slightly your knee. And gentle release. Just a sip of water, have a small break, and then we are ready for the second part. What we're gonna work now is another core exercise. So we're gonna work the crisscross, the variation. So we're gonna work your obliques in a progression. So we're gonna do 2 movements for each single sequence. I'm gonna start with the feet flat. As you exhale, you twist toward the right hand side, keeping your lower back perfectly attached down. Exhale to swap. Inhale to lower. I'm gonna bring my legs in tabletop, same sequence. Exhale, crunch. And with your armpit, try to reach the opposite knee. Same thing. This time, every time that I crunch, I'm gonna extend one leg up toward the sky. As I exhale, I try to reach my left knee while I extend the right leg forward. We're gonna make more intense the exercise. Every time that I crunch, I'm gonna extend the opposite leg 45-degree angle. Exhale to swap and extend. Inhale to come back. We add the variation scissor. Extend the right leg up toward the sky and gentle come back. So slowly exhale, crunch toward the left leg and extend the right leg 45-degree angle. Exhale to extend the left leg up toward the sky. Gentle come back. This time, scissor simultaneously. So as I crunch, I extend the legs in 2 different directions. Inhale to release down. Exhale to crunch and extend in a scissor, opposite side. Inhale to release down. Same sequence in a bicycle shape. So every time that I twist, I'm gonna bend one leg. So we're gonna do now the same sequence again. I'm gonna put my feet flat on the ground. So just to review 1 second what we did, crunches, then in tabletop, crisscross. The other time, I'm gonna extend one leg up 90-degree angle for 4 times everything. Then again, single leg stretch for 4 times with the legs 45-degree angle. Then scissor, breaking the movement for 4 times. Then simultaneously scissor and then bicycle. So let's start together. Feet flat on the ground, hands behind your neck. As you exhale, chin toward your chest, crunch and twist. Exhale to swap into release. Exhale again for 3, for a total of 4 we said. Exhale, crunch for 4. With control from your core muscle, lift your legs in tabletop. Exhale, crunch, into low. Exhale, crunch, into lower. For 3, for 4. Stay up. As you twist, you extend the opposite leg up toward the sky, 90-degree angle. For 2, 2 more. 3. Exhale for 4. Same exercise. You're going to extend the opposite leg, 45-degree angle. So as a simple crisscross. For a total of 4. 3. Exhale, 4. From there, we develop in a scissor. You crunch, you twist, you extend the right leg up toward the sky, then you come back in tabletop. Exhale, twist, extend the opposite leg, up. For 3, so it's a single leg stretch plus a scissor. Last one. And we are ready now to enter in a scissor simultaneously. For 4, you can alternate the scissor and or coming back in tabletop. Just practice what makes you feel comfortable. And gentle release. I'm gonna now lie down on my elbows. The sequence is what we already know, is single leg stretch, extend both legs forward, hip circles and jackknife. So you're gonna put your elbow on the mat. Make sure that you're not collapsing with your shoulder blades and with your shoulders. Bring your legs in tabletop. I'm gonna straight one leg forward and alternate with the opposite leg. And again, inhale to extend, exhale to swap. Gentle, keep going. In and out. In and out. Extend, flex, point, and come back. Both legs forward. Extend, flex, point. Come back. Extend, flex, point, come back. Inhale to straight, flex, point, come back. From there, we are ready for the hardest part. We're going to bring the legs up toward the sky, 90-degree angle. Legs and feet ideally turn out. You're going to draw a circle toward the right hand side. Come back toward your powerhouse and then toward your left hand side. So don't go gigantic and work on the stability of the hips. For 3 and reverse. For 4 and legs up. I'm gonna lie down, straight my arms forward for jackknife. Really use the palm against the mat. As you exhale, you bring your legs backward. Engaging your core muscle and glutes, lift your both legs up, 90-degree angle. Slowly roll down. And again, exhale to roll back. Legs parallel to the ground. Lift the legs up toward the sky and gentle roll down. So as much as you can, try to reach your legs as a shape of a stick. Let's say a 90-degree angle, almost impossible. But that's our goal, okay? Bone by bone, you bring the legs back. You're lifting the legs up toward the sky. Exhale, slowly roll down. And gentle, I come back. So we're going to do again all the sequence. So single leg stretch. Extend the legs forward to after and hip circle. In and out. In and out. And gentle. Inhale to extend. Flex. Point. Come back. Both legs forward. In out, come back. Reach forward, flex, point, come back. Reach forward, flex, point, come back. Legs up and circle, in and out. Push with your forearms against the mat. 2 more. 3, for a total of 4. And 4. Gentle release. So a second option you can create is your double toe tap if you cannot practice jackknife. So I'm still on my elbows, I'm still engaging my lower core, my upper core, and then lower both legs down. Bridges. Check that your heels are really close to your glutes, feet wide as your hips. As you exhale, articulate your spine as you lift yourself up. Hamstring active, glutes active, knees at aim forward, gentle roll down. Heels down, toes up. Exhale to roll up, inhale to hold, exhale to roll down with control. Toes down, heels up. Exhale, roll up your spine. Exhale to roll down. So we are mobilizing your spine with some bridges. Simple bridge. So remember that the bridge is an exercise to mobilize your spine and strengthen your glutes. And again, toes up, heels down, bridge. Toes down, heels up, bridge. And again, feet down, bridge. Into hold, exhale to go down. Heels down, toes up. Exhale to tuck under your pelvis, lift your glutes up toward the sky. Exhale, roll down. Feet flat. Heels up, toes down. Exhale to roll up your spine, exhale to roll down. Left leg in tabletop. As you exhale, you're gonna lift yourself up, inhale to lower, out and in. 3, 4, keep going. Make sure that your hips are perfectly square. 6, 7, and 8. As you are, I'm gonna extend the right leg forward in a crunch, and then you come back. So I'm maintaining the left leg in tabletop as I crunch and extend the right leg forward. Everything is done with control, so make sure you're not straining your neck. Left leg stays still. We're just adding an extension of the right leg that's bent and extend. And again, we're going to combine the two movements. So one glute lift plus one leg extension with crunch. Glute lift, crunch and extend. Exhale, lift your glute. Extend the right leg forward and crunch. And again, exhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Exhale, lift into lower. Exhale, crunch forward. So we're working not just your core in the crunch, but also your hamstrings and your glutes during the bridge. And yes, there is a little bit of coordination too. Please keep going and you're gonna hold. Plus, toe tap and single leg kick. So as I lower the left leg forward, I lift my right leg up toward the sky in a single leg kick. Exhale to lower into lift. Exhale to tap. As I lift the right leg up toward the sky. And as I come back with the left leg in tabletop, opposite leg go forward. Remember, for any issue with your neck, just keep your neck down. Hold the sequence with the opposite leg. So single glute bridge. Exhale to lift into lower. Exhale to lift into lower. Out to lift into lower. Out to lift into lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gentle. We're going to start with your crunch. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release down. Crunch and extend the left leg forward. And keep going for 5 more. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. We're gonna now alternate the 2 movements. I'm gonna lift myself up in a bridge, release my bridge, and crunch and extend. And again, exhale for 2, lift, and crunch. 3. Keep going. 4. So really try to reach with your arms forward in both movements. When you are in a bridge, it's super important in order to create space in between ears and shoulders. And when you crunch, you try to reach with the arms forward to give this feeling of lengthening. Toe tap plus a single leg kick. Exhale to lower into lift. Toe tap plus single leg kick. And gentle release down. So we're gonna work in now your glutes muscle. So I'm gonna lie down on the side, right forearm on the mat, right waist up. So make sure you're engaging your obliques to keep yourself up. Open your chest. We start with simple cleanse. So heels together. As you exhale, you lift the knee up toward the sky. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Into lower. Every time that you lift your knee, try not to collapse with your waist, both of them, okay? Especially your right side. Exhale. Into lift. So soon we're going to add some variation on top of our single cleanse. So that's the easiest option. And soon we're going to develop the exercise. As you exhale, you lift. Extend the leg up toward the sky, come back in a clamp and release. Exhale, lift, extend, bend, come back. Lift, extend, bend, come back. So as much as you can, try always to lengthen your waist. That's your ultimate goal. Extend the upper leg for simple up and down. So you should start to feel your glute medial working. As much as you can with your foot, try to reach the plant. And with your head, try to reach the opposite direction. Make sure that you are not collapsing with your waist and start with the leg hip level. A little bit harder. From there, from a clamp position, we're going to extend both legs simultaneously. So clamp, extend, bend, come back and keep going. So that exercise is really hard. It's required a lot of flexibility and a lot of glutes muscle and core. So as you can see, it's a progression. So if you can't get in the last sequence, you keep going with the first and the second exercise. and gentle, you're gonna swap the side. So you lie down on the side in a neutral spine. We're gonna work your glutes in a clamp position, ideally heels up. Exhale to lift into lower. You will recognize that a side is much easier and the other side is much harder. That depends on your flexibility and on your strength. Remember to exhale to lift into lower. At the extension of the leg up toward the sky, right leg up. So clamp, extension, bend, come back. Clamp, extension, bend, come back. Clamp, extension, back. Clamp, extension, come back. Clamp, extension, bend, come back. One more, please. And extend the leg for up and down. So as you exhale, you lift inhale to lower. So you start from your hip. Try not to go down. So from your hip, you go higher. And gentle release. We're going to add the extension of both legs this time. So as you can notice, this side for me is much harder. So that's perfectly normal. Every time that you extend, before extending, make sure to engage your core muscle as much as you can in order to be stable. Exhale, lift. One more. And release. We lie down, just a small stretching for your glutes. Remember that you can adapt the position if you don't fancy specific one. So you can just stretch your glutes in a pigeon pose or wherever position makes you feel comfortable. You can cross also one thigh on top of the other if you prefer that option. You breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and change. Opposite side. And gentle release. So as a last thing, we're gonna add a little bit of stretching as a final part. So come back on your mat. And gentle, entering all fours. And just some cat and cow to mobilize your spine. Exhale to round. Inhale to come back. Exhale to round. Inhale to come back. And exhale to tuck your tailbone under. Inhale to release. Exhale, entering down facing dog. You can start pedaling one foot at the time for a little bit of stretching around your calves and hamstrings. The energy is that my tailbone is aiming up while my heels are aiming down. And there is another kind of energy, it's coming from my armpit that try to reach the ground. So it's basically a kind of V shape. Hold in out from your nose and out from your mouth. In and bring the right leg forward, left knee down. We're just stretching a little bit our left hip flexor. So check that your hips are perfectly squared. Send your right hip backward, left hip forward, right knee on top of your right ankle. You can lift the arms up if you don't have any issue with your shoulders and neck. Otherwise, you can keep your hands on top of your knee. And breathe. Really send your pelvis forward. Gentle, sit back and extend the right leg forward while you stretch your right hamstring. Flex your right foot if this is possible. Hold. In from your nose and out from your mouth. In and out. From there, I'm gonna move in Skandasana. Okay, so try to keep your right heel down, sit low, really feel the stretching inside your inner thighs. Keep your hands in front of you and just maintain the position. So make sure that your right knee is not collapsing inside, left leg turned out. Check always your alignment. And swap, opposite side. So check that you're not collapsing inside the arch of your left foot. Try to keep the left knee open as much as you can. Feel a deep stretch on your right hand side of your hamstring and inner thighs. I would say definitely more inner thighs than hamstring. So that's specific for the inner thighs. I'm gonna pivot to stretch my left hamstring this time. Yes. So ideally send your left hip backward. And hold and maintain the position. Drop your neck if it's possible, so try not to put tension. Maintain your neck in neutral. Gentle. Come back in a stretching for your hip flexor. Lift your arms up toward the sky if this doesn't create any issue. Circle your arms around and gentle come back in a down facing dog. Walk with your hands until your feet, drop your neck down and send the body weight toward your toes and not toward your heels. With control, roll up your spine and gentle release. Thanks everyone for today.